Wow. March never seemed to disappoint nobody. March never seemed to disappoint nobody. March has been mad in it, Lone Wolf.
No, I'm trying to tell you, it's been crazy. I just want.
March is living up to the expectations. Good
Yeah.
evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yo, what up, man? What's going on?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. What's good?
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are in the Eyes of March, as you can see behind me. I am watching Miss Caitlin Clark taking on West Virginia. They are a little struggle going in the second quarter. They're up 5 right now, 15-20. Winner goes on to Sweet 16 to face Colorado.
Yeah.
But we got other stuff to discuss before we even go on there. But good evening once again. Welcome to another controversial week of the Chefrazzi report. Yes, because it's controversial, because everybody have different opinions. But we have a weird panel this evening. We usually have the 5-4. Now it's the weird 3. So, I'll go give the guests first. David, good evening. What's good? How your week?
What's up, man? You know, another day, another day, another day, another dollar. Everything good, man. I can't complain. But like you said, March
Lordy!
Madness.
Huh?
Like you said, March Madness is maddening, bro. Woo!
Lordy! How you doing?
Oh. There you go.
Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Gotcha.
No, and I'm left. I'm right. I'm right. I'm left.
Oh, that 2 ways. Gotcha.
Yeah.
We have March Madness to talk about this evening as we go on to the second round. We also have a new division to talk about tonight as the State of the Franchise Series continues. We have none other than the very, very challenging AFC North to talk about this evening. And also, the NHL and the NBA, it got about 20, 15 games somewhere along that line remaining before playoff push. We're going to go ahead and talk about both of them sides later on down the road in the show. But first, we must talk about why we are in March. Let's talk about the madness that has been blessing us for the first 2 rounds, both the men and the women. So, let's get right to it. Let's discuss. First team, the shockingly go down in the pit of crying misery. You jumped the gun. Thank you very much.
Hold on a second. Wasn't you the Sam sucker that said Kentucky can go to the second round? Yeah, it was you.
I said Kansas.
You sure you want to say Kentucky?
I mean, you jumped the gun before I was even going to start, so I'm going to just let you have it. But anyways, you did say Kentucky was going to go to the second round.
I did say that.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I know my mind was easy.
How did that work out for you, sir?
Listen here. It's like any given Sunday. That Oakland team, kudos to them. Cause they ain't beat Kentucky. They beat the crap.
One man did it.
Woo! They won. Yeah, they beat them.
One man did it. One man did it. in
Yeah.
the form of not 1, not 2, not 4, not 5, not 7, not 8, not 9, but 10 of them things.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rob,
Come,
I can't. I have to say this.
10.
Rob did say Kentucky's defense was suspect, and said that if they didn't show up, they was gonna get beat.
That's true with me.
And that's what happened. Their defense was horrible,
Mm,
horrible,
mm,
horrible.
mm.
Yeah. But I tell you one thing. I
What
tell
you
you
got to
one
say about
thing.
what?
I'm listening. I'm no, no, no. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk.
No, no, yeah, you ain't got much to say because you say Kentucky was going on. So you get to hush for a little bit.
I'm gonna say this.
Lonnie,
Mm-mm.
Mr. Calipari disappoint us again for another year.
What else is new? I mean, what else is new? See, this is why what happened when your recruitment is no longer good and no longer as better as it was.
Yeah.
I'll say maybe 4 years ago, before the transfer portal, before the NIL, because that started to take over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really was going to happen. And now that the head coach of Kentucky can adapt, I'll give credit about Bill Self. These Bill Self adapted for a while.
Right.
For a while. Until it ran into somebody named Gonzaga.
Woo!
But that's another day on top. We'll get to them too. But Kentucky, I knew the defense was not that great because most of their guys left to go to the NBA and some of them left to go to transfer portals. So I knew Kentucky was going to bounce out of first round, maybe second round. But I didn't expect them to get bounced out like that with one man shooting 10 threes.
And there was
He
a
was
few.
a one-man wrecking machine.
There was a few upsets.
There was a few upsets, and we're going to get into that too.
I mean, we will get to we're going to get to all of them. Trust me.
Yeah,
Ain't no stone left unturned today.
I know that's right. Because I got
Yeah.
like
No. Oh, on the Chefrazzi report, no stone left unturned. All them teams that we had high expectation for, we gonna put them in disappointment, and before we put them in the scrap heap. Yep, Kentucky is one of them. And you know
please,
what? Kansas ass is another one.
Yup, I agree. The way they got beat back Gonzaga, that ain't make no sense.
Dave, please, I want to say this last team for Rob.
Uh-oh.
It's in the first round, but I'll wait till Rob gets here for that one.
Talking about Richmond?
No. Just tranquilo.
Okay.
Tranquilo. But continue, Chef.
Yeah. Not Kansas. Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to tell you. We didn't believe in Kansas to go far. You see why? Grass.
Yeah. What the hell was that when they played Gonzaga? Gonzaga was just woo. I might change that. Final four need to change up because I don't even see Purdue beating Gonzaga.
You know what happened to Kansas? They got
they got beat. They met their match. They met their match, and Gonzaga is physical. Them boys was playing.
Okay.
They were playing.
Okay, let me help you out. Kansas is not used to playing bully ball.
No.
Not in the Big 12. They're not used
they
to
the bully team. That's why.
They're not used to playing bully ball. And Purdue's going to find out this week coming up.
Yeah. That's gonna be a great game. No, you know what's gonna be the great game this week? And I hate to even say it.
Frankie?
His Dukies in North Carolina State.
Hold on. See, on the show, we got to take the train slow and steady.
Slow
and steady.
My bad.
Slow and steady. You learn it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get you there.
No,
he's not learning.
No, he's not learning. I don't know what part of learning you're talking about. He ain't learning nothing. Okay? See, before you want to talk about them, let's talk about another team that disappointed me. Izzo.
Ooh,
Izzo.
no.
You're supposed to be Mr. March. And
No,
then
no,
you
no.
started off good, and then all of a sudden North Carolina went ahead and put a foot in your ass.
All up in there. All up in there. They put a size 13 up in. They put it all up in there.
No, they do that. They did this.
Yeah.
Add a little hook to it.
Bully ball. Like you said, bully ball. Gave them a little ace. They gave them a little ACC bully action. That's what they did. You know, they beat the crap. They beat second half. They dominated. Whew,
Did
they
they
dominated.
ever?
Huh?
Did they ever?
Whew. I don't know. You was talking about UConn. I ain't gonna go too further up, but North Carolina, look, our boys, I'm gonna say me and Wolf and Rob, our boys look good.
Oh yeah, we got a date with Alabama. Let's see what we can do.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, you downstairs. You saw how we look now? You see how we look now? You got something to say? Huh? No. Hey, let me tell you something. All I'm gonna say is this, yo.
I can see y'all.
Let us beat Houston.
Yes, I
I'm
can see
not
that. I
saying
can
we
really see it.
are, but let us end up beating Houston.
Yo, Houston had a hard time with A&M.
Hey,
yeah,
I don't
They had a
care.
hard time with A&M. I can see y'all beating them.
A&M should have beat them, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. A&M. The problem with that game was A&M was beating themselves. A&M was beating themselves. Houston, they're a decent team, but to play against a Duke or I can see them being bumped. I can see Purdue getting bumped. Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But the situation, if Duke gonna be Houston, you gonna have to jump them first. You gonna have to punch them in the mouth first. Ask Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
They punched them right in the mouth and then look back. You got to be Iowa State. You got to punch them in the mouth and keep them down. You got the offense to tangle with them.
Duke could bang with them. Duke could bang with Houston.
The only thing I have concern with Duke is they have a code that they live by, even when Coach K was still coaching. They live by the 3 and they die by the 3.
Okay.
Oh, matter of fact, you know what? The hell with that. What Yale doing beating Auburn?
Say that again.
What Yale doing beating Auburn?
Like, Yale was a decent. You see their record?
I mean, they are the Ivy League champs, yes.
Them
But
boys,
Auburn is the SEC champion, though.
What that mean? See, this is why it's called March Madness. Yale is going to get their props for the 2 teams that they already done beat. They beat the first round. Who they bounced out?
Auburn.
But they lost the next round, right?
They got buzzsaw by the San Diego State. And when I mean buzzsaw, they got buzzsaw.
That's another team. You don't think UConn gonna have problems with them.
Whoa. Hey, listen. There's certain teams, my brother. You know, there's certain teams, my brother. There's a certain level of respect and a certain class that we put them. Is the leave them alone stage. See, UConn has proven us for the last 2.5 years that not only they are a great team, but they are a superior team with 0 weaknesses. 0. Okay? 0.
Every team has a weakness.
Oh, well, for the last 2.5 years, Dan Hurley has showed us none.
Yeah.
They have dominated the college basketball world. And for the first 2 rounds, you know what UConn did to the opposing team?
Yeah.
Whoever they face. If
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and talk about the team, Stetson and Northwestern, you know what they did to them?
Covered the spread.
They stomped on them.
They covered the spread.
That too. They did cover. Yeah, that too.
They put foot. They didn't play around. They play no games. They ain't pay ass. They ain't talk to you. They had no conversation. They went on the court. They put the guns and the balls in your face. And that boy Klingon, that big, giant Noah's Ark built man.
Yeah.
As long as he's on the court,
it's a problem.
He's getting every rebound. He's getting every dunk. He's getting everything. And don't put him on the free throw line because for a 7-footer, the man can shoot.
He can shoot. Yeah, he can. He definitely can.
UConn is to be left alone. Until I see different, UConn cutting nets.
Okay, here's my thing. With UConn, and I see the game of it. They basically they like say they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to shake your hand. They don't want to have no kumbaya. They don't want to have no drink with you. They want to crucify you. That's what they want to do.
They hungry.
They want to crucify you. Here's how you beat UConn. If you can beat UConn, get that big boy in foul trouble.
That's exactly what you need to do.
And see
but the problem is no one has yet to do it.
No one has to do it because if you don't realize it, neither Stetson or Northwestern have somebody that's capable to compare to him. San Diego State, maybe. The only one that may go to war with UConn is
North Carolina.
North Carolina, because we got our own 7-footer ourselves.
Yeah.
So if you can let's see how good UConn really is when you put big boy in foul trouble. And let's see how UConn can respond. Until then, yes, it's UConn's bracket to lose.
I agree.
I agree. I remember that one game. It was against Marquette. Not in that tournament, but it was in the regular season. And Marquette put him in foul trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And Marquette beat UConn. Why? Because they put big boy in foul trouble.
You gotta attack that center.
The minute you put him in foul trouble is when you find out then you got UConn. You can take advantage of it. Of their personnel. Get them in foul trouble. That's the key thing.
I totally agree. I totally agree with Wolf on that. That's the only way you can beat UConn. That's the only way. Yeah. I tell you one thing. It's gonna be some great games this weekend.
Oh yeah. I mean,
every game.
Honestly, let's go ahead and get a little I guess get a little preview. A little preview of a preview of what was about to go down on Thursday.
I want to say this one game for Rob. I'm waiting for him to come in because I got something to discuss about him.
Well, we're gonna go ahead with the first matchup real quick.
Okay.
Clemson and Arizona.
Woo!
Arizona favors 7.
No.
Clemson been a sleeping team.
You want me to take this? I can take it.
Go ahead, Wolf. You go first.
All right. This matchup, I like. two offensive teams go to war, because Clemson been surprising me. I had Clemson being out in the second round, and I had Clemson being out in the first round, and I was wrong about that, and they survived second round. But this one, they're not going to survive. I expect Arizona to beat Clemson, but I expect Clemson to cover. So Arizona will win this game, but Clemson will cover.
I think it's gonna be a great game. It's definitely gonna be a great game. Or like I said, that's gonna be a great offensive game, just like you said. But I just got a funny feeling Clemson is gonna win, and they're gonna win by either a 3-pointer or they're gonna win between one to 3 points. It's gonna be that close. That game gonna go. It's gonna be a nail biter. That game's gonna be a nail biter.
I think Clemson will cover, but I will take Arizona in a nail bite. Next game, the team to be left alone against San Diego State. It pays with 11.
I will say, like we were just talking about. If they attack that big man and get him in foul trouble, it's gonna be a war. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a war. The way San Diego State play their last game, if they play like that against UConn, it's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a great game to watch. They gotta attack that big man. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up in the air on that one.
This is a game that'll match up. And I look at the matchup real good, even though this ain't the same San Diego State that they were from the national championship last year. They're a little bit different. They still play that defense, yes. What's the over-under in that game, by the way?
135.
They going over. Because UConn can score, but they ain't got the defense. And spread is 11. I like to take UConn to take the spread, but I think San Diego can cover the spread. And this is a rematch from the national championship of last year. So, but still, UConn can win this game. Will they cover the spread? 11.5 points to me against teams like that. It's slightly too much. Give me UConn to win this game, but give me San Diego State to cover the spread.
You know what? This March Madness, it's been a madness about vengeance. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll keep it honest. I like UConn. I like UConn winning. But give me UConn by 6.
Yeah. 11.5 is too much.
Cut that in half. Cut that in half. Give me UConn by 6.
I think that's a good sweet spread right there.
Yep. How y'all feel against Alabama?
Oh, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna. It's gonna be a good game. We should be there. Huh?
They got about 5.
Wait, say that again?
5.
We're favored by 5.
5-point spread.
It's gonna be a close game.
I think y'all can cover 5.
I say more than 5. North Carolina been dogging teams, man. I think we're gonna beat them by 12.
If everybody is clicking right, yes. But me being reasonable, I'll go 7.
Okay.
And the over-under is.
Y'all should be Alabama.
Over-under gotta be 140, 142.
They'll cover it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over.
That. I think they'll go over.
Over.
Yeah, it's over because Alabama defense stinks. And
They
North
both could
Carolina
score,
had the better offense.
and real talk, they both could score 70 points.
Right, but North Carolina had the better defense than Alabama. Alabama defense stinks. I think.
I agree.
Give me North Carolina to cover the 5. As a matter of fact, I'll go ballsy at plus money. I'll take him at 7.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'll take North Carolina for 7.
I'll take North Carolina more than 7. I'm telling you.
For plus money, 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I look at Alabama's last 2 matches, they faced teams that offense is not that, their defense is not that good. They're not that good, but their offense is important. Like, look at the first round, Charleston. They had no business giving up 96 points. But when you're the worst defense in the when you one of the worst defense in the NCAA in the country, in Missouri against Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon had them on the ropes. And Grand Canyon gave up.
Big ups to Grand Canyon, though.
Yeah.
Big ups to Grand Canyon.
I'm gonna get the Rob on that one because that's who I want. There's a reason for it.
I knew that was the team you was talking about.
Yep.
So, Illinois against Iowa State.
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
That's gonna be a
hell of a game. That's gonna be a hell of a game.
You know why? So much of a hell of a game that the spread is only 1.5.
For Illinois or for Iowa State?
I
think Illinois. I think Illinois gonna beat them.
Who?
I think Illinois gonna beat Iowa State. Illinois been looking real good. There's another team. I ain't gonna disclose it. There's another team that there's 4 teams that's in it right now, and they not a number 1 seed. They scare me. They scare me.
I've been on the Iowa State train for a while. And I say Iowa State.
Nah.
I've been saying Iowa State for a while. Nah. Guess what? I'm still staying on that train. Give me Iowa State for the spread.
My brother, you better get off that I train. You better get off that I.
I can't do it.
You better get on another I train.
Because Illinois, if you watch Illinois and Rob put up the point, Illinois start out slow first half and pick up the second half.
That's how North Carolina's the same way.
But the difference between North Carolina and Iowa is this. North Carolina can pace himself. Illinois does not until second half. If Iowa State punch Illinois in the mouth like they did with Houston, Illinois is going to be in trouble.
I agree. Listen. Hear me out to Lone Wolf Point. Let me take you back to memory lane. Let's go back to the Big 12 title game. Please. Let's go back to the Big 12 title game for a moment. That game right there, sir, is not an outlier. When they put their foot in Houston Mountain ass by 30 plus, that was not an outlier. They proven that in the tournament. What they did to Houston about a week or so ago was not a lie. That team was not a joke.
Yeah.
Iowa State, I ain't saying they win it all, but damn it, them boys playing like they want something. Iowa State gonna win. But you're right. I will agree with you at this point. It will be a close game. But I do respect Illinois.
That 1.5 is not a lie. And guess
It's
what?
all, it's
Iowa
all
State
about what Illinois.
top
It's
5
all what
defense.
Illinois team will show up. Wherever Illinois team.
Iowa State is top 5
Hold
defense.
on. What you saying, Wolf?
Iowa State is the top 5 defense.
They are. They are.
Defense win championships.
That is true. That is true.
That's not a lie either.
That is true.
But let's move forward. Creighton and Tennessee.
Ooh, that's the game right there. That's the game right there. Woo! That's the game. That's the game. That's gonna be the game of the week. I hate to say this. Tennessee, the way they've been playing, they're gonna be Creighton.
Well, they need to play like that after how embarrassing they looked in the SEC tournament.
Huh?
They ain't got no choice but to play like that. How embarrassing they had looked in the SEC tournament.
Facts. That is true. Them boys been Tennessee been balling.
Since that loss. Their record is alike. That's the thing, too. That's interesting. Their record is just alike. And they got Tennessee favored by a 3.
Yeah.
If Tennessee play like how they've been playing after the loss, they should win this game. But damn it, Creighton will have them working for it.
Oh, it's gonna be a battle. That's the game. That's the game right there. That's the game. That's the game of the week.
What you got, Lonnie?
Give me Creighton to outright win the game.
You got Creighton?
Yep, I got Creighton to win.
Explain your reasoning.
I watched Creighton, and they got embarrassed in the tournament themselves.
Yes.
And ever since then, they beat Akron, was okay. They beat Oregon. While Tennessee beat St. Peter's, but they struggled against Texas.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And Creighton is also similar to Texas, but worse than Texas. They can score. That's what I say. I'm taking Creighton to outright win this game. Give me the plus money. I'm good.
Interesting. That is interesting. I mean, I like Creighton. I like the way they play.
This is March Madness.
Yeah.
March Madness. Can't be mad at picks. But is this the game finally goes home against the Zags?
Yes.
They got them favored only 6. I'll tell you right now. Give me the Zags and the spread.
They got who? They got Purdue favored by 6?
Yes.
No way. Let me ask you. When they played Kansas, what was the spread on that?
3.5.
For Kansas, right?
3.5. No, Gonzaga was favored by 3.5.
Gonzaga was favored by 3.5,
and they covered that easily.
Yeah.
But this time there's 6 underdog.
Gonzaga win by 6. Gonzaga win by 6.
I am going with Gonzaga to win this game. I'll take the money line, and I bet you the money line maybe at plus 200. Close to it.
You are absolutely closely right. They are 190 right now.
Okay. I go with Gonzaga on money line. Purdue has not faced nobody that's physical. Purdue is similar to Kansas. They hate to play against physical teams. And Gonzaga is physical. Go ask
Very.
Kansas about them.
Word. Or I can't lie. Word. They put a smackdown on them.
For Kansas.
Yeah. They put a smackdown on Kansas. Man, that was crazy. I turned when I was watching it, it was a close game. I stepped out real quick, went to the $1.25 tree, and I came back and Gonzaga won by double digits. I said, "Oh my Lord!"
Ooh, breaking news in March Madness: the UCLA women is in huge trouble.
Yeah,
and
the UCLA women is down by 7.
They playing the women Creighton, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Notre Dame look good.
We get to them later.
Yep, I know.
Hey, you know what? Let's shift over.
You want to shift over? You got about the other games? You want to wait?
No, let's talk about the other games.
About finish it up?
Yes.
Yeah, about finish it up?
All right. Marquette, NC State. That one I am looking forward to.
That's the game of the day. That's the game of the week.
You think so?
Marquette favored 7. I'm going to tell you right now. Marquette, you ain't covering this.
Nah, hell no.
No, sir.
No.
I don't know
not that much.
I don't know who will win this game, but I'll tell you right now. I will take NC State spread.
Oh, well, let me help you out. I'm taking NC State money line.
Ooh.
I'm not kidding. Ever since they beat us in the ACC championship, I have new respect for NC State.
Them boys, they hungry. They looking good.
And until then, I'm taking NC State money line. And since the money line is at maybe close to 190 plus 195, roughly, probably close to plus 200, I'm going to take the money line.
Actually, they are a plus 230 right now.
I'm taking the money line.
230?
Yeah, that's plus money. Give me that.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
Give me that.
Ooh wait.
Hey.
Ooh wait.
Well,
230.
While we go ahead, let's go ahead and talk about women. Women March Madness has been pretty chalky up to this point. Little rough edges along the way. For example, Ohio State. Them Duke women. Came back 17 down and beat you in your house.
Cinderella team. They a 7 seed, right? Am I correct? They 7 seed?
Who Ohio State?
No, Duke.
Duke was Duke was 7. Yeah.
Yeah, they was a 7. The women. I'm talking about the women.
Yeah, they're 17.
Yeah, Cinderella team right there.
And Ohio State was a 2.
Yeah.
But let's go on further. UConn look good.
They did.
Paige Beckers went off today. Had about 35 points. Lord Jesus, Paige. You didn't have to do it like that.
Yeah, they hungry.
Paige a beast. Paige nasty. Ever since she came off an injury, she's healthy. She's beautifully healthy. UConn is one of them that want to go against South Carolina. But like I said, this is the South Carolina Invitational. So I will just say they are one of them to enter the South Carolina Invitational. Another one that is worthy that I think that will be in the South Carolina Invitational, Juju Watkins and the University of Southern California. Juju them look ready for the South Carolina Invitational. Y'all agree?
Well, I'll give one more year.
Yes and no.
One more year.
One more year.
Then you get the right pieces surrounding her.
1 year. Okay.
Particularly the paint.
Y'all said no. So you said 1 more year for the both of you. 1 more year.
Well, I say 1 more year. I could say that.
Okay. All right. So next team I will put to the forefront. Do we all agree that LSU Tigers is belonging in the South Carolina Invitational?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Them girls. I mean, they got away. They got away.
Say no.
I say yes and no. They've been struggling in that tournament for a while.
No. The first game they struggled.
They struggled, yeah.
The second game, they dominated. Angel Reese. The next one when they played Middle Tennessee, they dominated.
After they got rid of their after Middle Tennessee got best player got fouled out.
I say this. Angel Reese, Angel Reese is waving at. She's waving at them, telling them bye bye.
And the reason why I say yes and no is yes, the LSU women. And hear me out, because you had that weird look on your face, Chef. LSU,
yeah.
The LSU women, they can dominate. I have concerns with the coach.
What?
Hear me out. Because she been under fire with that Washington Post situation.
You have questions about Kim Mulkey?
Ooh.
I don't have questions about Kim Mulkey's coaching ability. I have questions about distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Angel Reese thing and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I know I see where you're coming at. Yeah.
Somebody say yes and no.
What? Any other than that? I think they belong there.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Hell yeah.
They belong there.
They're playing good.
Another team that I think that is definitely playing like this now, playing like it now in the second half, is the team that I'm watching behind me. Caitlin Clark and them.
Yeah. Iowa.
They are more than worthy to be in the South Carolina Invitational.
And West Virginia is right now scrapping them. In the
beginning of the second half, Caitlin Clark just gave the FU.
Yeah. So look, West Virginia may lose this game, but they told Iowa, they told Iowa that you gonna have to pay a price to get through me.
Well, I'll tell you this: don't Caitlin need 29 points to break the record, the D1 record for the women's.
She will have to go probably, I'll say, one more round to pass it.
Yeah. I know I seen something. I know I seen something on my way to work. I know they were saying something about she needed 29 points for something, for some record. That girl, she's a problem. But when they see LSU, Angel, that's why, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I don't like the way politics is doing Angel Reese. One thing they forget is that this is a young, up and coming basketball star, young girl. And y'all trying to diss her about her IG and all that, her IG and all like that. Politics don't like Angel Reese, but because of Angel Reese and because of South Carolina and LSU game, women's basketball been getting a lot of ratings.
Well, without any further ado,
who's that right there? Is that Rob?
Who else would it be?
Hold on. Hold on. Before we get further,
what's up, my brother? What's going on with you?
What's up, Rob?
I literally just got off work and I'm get ready to hit in my car.
But you come here. I want to talk to you.
What do you need me for?
You
What do you
got on me
need me
about the
for?
Tennessee St. Peter's, right? Or when
But,
it was off camera. I
wait,
got to
what's
get
going
on
on?
you about St. Mary's. You say St. Mary's will go further. What
Oh, I
happened?
did. Yeah, they got stomped. It happens.
Okay. This one to make sure
Mm.
we cross our I's and dot our T's. Okay.
Just like I told Ali, don't be surprised if James Madison surprised people in B Duke. But yet they surprised everybody and got stomped by Duke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Okay. Bring him up to speed, please.
And first of all, I know you ain't talking Mr. Tennessee gonna lose to St. Peter. So if I were you,
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
calm
wait,
yourself
wait, Rob,
I
all the way
I
down.
did say that.
wait, Rob,
I
wait, Rob.
said
This thing is Baylor. Remember last week it was Baylor.
that's the win.
Yeah.
That's the win.
Now Baylor in the Sweet 16. Cut that noise out. Cut that noise out coming from me because of what I said about St. Mary's. Calm yourself.
No, you behave yourself, sir.
And in the words of our lead,
you did that though.
silence. Silence.
Actually, that's Dragonfly Jones. I'm not gonna take his words, but
But
I ain't gonna
you
take
are the
his.
moderator, so I'm going off of your lead.
Oh,
Silence.
okay. Got
Silence.
you, got you. So, 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 so here's my So we was actually here talking about the women.
You talking about who?
We're talking about the women,
Oh, even
and
better conversation. Continue.
what?
I said even better conversation. Continue.
Oh, cool. Okay. We were talking about all the people that is belonging in the South Carolina Invitational. So I was going over a few teams, and one of them told me another year. So, well, actually, both of them said another year. I said maybe right now. So I'll just hand it over to you. I'll just give the teams, and you tell me yes or no. All right,
All
here
right.
we go. All right, so UConn today look dominant. Paige Beckers had a 35-point game. Are they qualified?
No, because they're gonna have to get past US. They gotta get past USC and everybody else. So no.
Well, they got caught up. Well, you're right. Okay, all right. Well, I guess. Okay. Next thing. LSU. They worthy?
Yes, because they're the only team that actually knows them left and right, and it's hard to beat a team 2 times, let alone 3 times, and they're trying to do a fourth. Anybody that knows South Carolina is LSU.
All right. And yes to that one. How about Juju Watkins and the USC? They
What?
worthy to join in the final in the invitational?
Well, y'all know how I feel about this. I talked to y'all about this off camera. I told you if there's one juggernaut that I need in the foxhole to take out a juggernaut of a team, it's Juju. So absolutely.
Lone Wolf say one more year.
Yeah, okay. In one more year, these girls the freshman girls of South Carolina turns into sophomores. Get them now.
I said no, but they ain't believe me. Okay. So this team here that watching behind me.
Is
Oh,
that Iowa?
oh, oh yeah, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You know I gotta watch Caitlin Clark last home game.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. I say right now, yes. I need to see who they have in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
If they get UCLA in the Elite Eight, then it's a yes. If they get
Well, right
LSU in
now,
the Elite Eight, that's a no.
Well,
right now,
UCLA is in
Papa,
trouble.
UCLA is some big trouble.
Mhm.
They're down 42 to 34 at the half.
Well, they got time. Thought you were going to tell me they down that in the fourth. I was going to say, uh oh. But
And
the half, they got time.
Another thing is the winner of that Iowa West Virginia game got to go see Deion Sanders' daughter.
They got time. Not too concerned. They got time.
Known as Colorado.
Oh, I know. They still got time. They got nothing but time.
Okay. So, we was also talking about the men, and we had some disappointments in the first 2 rounds, didn't we, sir?
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Yeah. Who was your biggest disappointment? Talk about him.
I'm not even going to say it's a disappointment. It's kind of one of those, you don't want to say, I told you so, but I told you so. That will be Kentucky.
Oh, yep. That'll be
That's
the
the I told you so.
We saw that coming.
Yeah, we did. We sure did. We smelled it.
That
Our friend didn't, but yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think Kentucky is the one that jumps out right now. I would say Kansas, but Kansas was dealing with too many injuries. So I kind of figured they weren't going to survive that long. But on paper, Kentucky is the one that you're like, really?
Why?
All this talent, all this NBA prospects, and it's being wasted within one game? Come on now. Got the number one recruit from this past summer, top 10 recruits all over the place, and y'all can't get it done. But like I told y'all, they can't play defense. If they could play defense 25% of the time, they will be the national champions. But they don't even play defense at all. And and Calipari's got to get back to that. He's got to get back to that defensive mind, because scoring can only get you but so far. Defense wins, still to this day, defense wins championships. Until you get your defense in order, the team's going to be what they are. So that's my one. Kentucky is the one that jumps out the most. That's the one. Everybody else that lost, maybe the only other one will probably be Auburn, because I actually had higher hopes for Auburn at least to make it to the Sweet 16. That's probably my only other one. But Kentucky is the one that just jumps out the page.
So I heard everybody's opinion in y'all next round. I heard everybody's opinion about North Carolina.
Yeah. I'm back, y'all. The reception over here bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, what y'all discussing? Huh?
They're bringing Rob up to speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were bringing me up to speed. They were trying to figure out what's the one team that's like the most disappointing within the first round, and I said it was Kentucky,
I said that
because
too.
because all that talent, all that prospect, and you can't even get it together for one game. The only other team I could say that could possibly be like a surpriser would be Auburn. That'll probably be my only other one.
So
But
they went to
Kentucky is
Yale?
the one that just jumps out.
Yeah, Kentucky is definitely the one.
For tomorrow, yeah.
But you know what? That just goes to show. That just goes to show y'all. You know, and that just goes to show y'all some realness. And that's just that's with any sport. You can have all the talent on your team. It's all about how y'all play together. You know what I mean? It's all about the chemistry and how y'all play together. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent on a lot of teams. It's all about how y'all play with each other.
So,
you know.
So, let's move forward to the sport that we all love very much, even though is not happening at the moment. Let's go into the National Football League.
I'm with it.
Hey, look, you don't
Don't
have
you
much to
start,
say.
David. David, don't start.
I say nothing.
Don't start.
I didn't say
Don't
nothing.
start.
I didn't say nothing.
Please don't start tonight. Let's
No, I
start.
didn't say nothing.
I
I
know, but
didn't.
it's your giggle. The giggle was enough. Don't no. We're not gonna do this today.
Okay.
Yeah. What it's saying to you is
My
they already
God,
got one great. They already got one great
I wish
president
there
person
was
already.
some kind of some kind of like go through right through this camera and just grab you by your neck and just be like, don't even try to start
No,
giggle.
no,
Every time we know you giggle when we say National Football League, you start giggling. We know exactly what you're thinking. Silence.
Hey, Dave, let me inform you something. They already got one crazy mofo as a resident. You're looking at him.
Now, let's move right along and talk some foosball while you over there want to be crazy. Now, I don't know. I don't know if y'all been watching, but there's a team down in the AFC South that is supposed to be sneaky interesting. And that team I'm talking about, and the team I'm talking about is the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Kansas City, we tried to tell y'all the two things y'all needed to do in the off season in order to have a chance at a three-peat is to make sure you do everything in your power to keep two people. You managed to break off Chris Jones, big contract, about $30 million a year. God bless him, well deserved. But you went ahead and franchise tag one of the top three corners in the National Football League that also helped you win a Super Bowl in the name of Ladarius Sneed. What
That was a
did you do? What did you do? You went ahead and gave it to the Tennessee Titans for almost for free.
Hold on. I'll start with this one. I'm not mad at the trade because you got to understand with him. You got to understand with him. He's on the last year of his rookie contract. You knew if you had to pay him, you had to pay him top corner money. He hasn't been a Pro Bowler. He hasn't been an All Pro, but he's got you 3 Super Bowl rings.
Break the ice.
With
Yeah.
3 Super Bowl rings underneath your belt, you're going to have to pay him top money. The problem
Absolutely.
is he hasn't been that guy to be considered in the realms of the Jalen Ramseys of the world. At least with Jalen Ramsey, he's been an All Pro a couple of times and got a ring to back it up. Now, granted,
Right.
he's got 3 rings, and the 3 rings can get you in the door and get you paid, which it did. Now the question is, can you lay down the legacy of you now? Because you've been under the umbrella of the Kansas City Chiefs. We've seen how these players that leave Kansas City don't be the same afterward. Same it is with New England. When remember all your players when they were with Tom Brady and they were with Bill Belichick, they were the greatest thing in sliced bread. But only a certain few can go out that sunlight and still be the best version of themselves outside of that umbrella. What we're about to
Brady and
find
Gronk.
out is Snead really is that guy outside of the Kansas City umbrella. Because you got to understand, he had Chris Jones, he had Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Tyreek Hill at one point, and all these other weapons that were near him. Now you are the guy. You're going to be the solo guy. Now, I give him credit. When it comes to man-to-man coverage, he's one of the best.
Sneed.
You don't need him for safety help or anything like that. He can
He
handle
did
his
he did
own.
he did a great job on Debo
Yeah,
in the
that's the
Super
thing.
Bowl.
He can handle his own. The
Yeah.
question is, can he sustain handle it on his own. Now we're about to find out if Snead can be that
Dude.
player from Kansas City to now Snead, the all-pro, Pro Bowler, could be Hall of Famer. Now we're about to see if he can actually put the rest of his legacy together. Because right now his legacy is just, I'm a 3-time Super Bowl champion for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's it.
All right. You,
Well said.
who
Well
wants next?
said.
You want Dave, or you want me to get it?
Nah, you go ahead. He said. Rob said some of everything I was about to say.
Well, Rob, you're absolutely right. I like this trade. As a matter of fact, scratch, I like it. I love this trade. I love it. Here's why. Kansas City knew they didn't have the money to force Snead, but the Titans did.
There you go.
And here's the thing. Titans had a lot of bread. And think about it. D Hop's on his final year of his contract.
Yep.
Cal really
You got rid of the
like
Derrick Henry contract, and you got rid of Tannehill contract.
And right there. You got rid of Ryan Tannehill. He's gone. Will Levis on his rookie year contract.
Yep.
So they got a lot of money saved.
Yeah, a lot of money saved, and Derrick Henry gone. So a lot of money was saved.
Wait. What wide receiver just went to the Titans?
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, yep.
Right. So hear me out this one.
Oh, boy.
Titans had plenty of money to give to Steve. And they're right. Titans need help in the backfield big time because the last 3 years, their secondary was garbage.
Absolutely garbage.
Wait. You got to understand something, too. What pick does the Titans have in the draft?
They got the top 15, I believe.
Yeah. Because we got to remember, throughout the last few weeks of the season, they weren't in contention, but they weren't that far off.
No.
Right.
So with the Titans grab a Snead, now you can surround. Now if you get in the draft and work your secondary backfield secondary and work that, you can dominate the backfield. Now will the Titans be a dominating defense? No. Will there be a little bit of improvement?
Get a linebacker or a DE.
Because Steve can be one of them guys that can be a mic.
But Snead is one person.
Give signal calls. So
not on the corner position.
Yeah. So I like the I love the trade. I think the Titans got a good deal.
Yeah.
And gave him some money. Now go play.
You also got to remember, he's still in his early 20s. So this contract could be setting up for a bigger contract later on down the road.
Yeah.
Ending production, but let's go ahead and talk about the division that we've been wanting to talk about, which we'll talk about today. AFC North.
I'm about to say, have we talked about the AFC East yet?
AFC North. We're going to
AFC North.
Oh, going to the North? Yes.
We're going to the North.
Yes.
Ooh, boy, that's gonna be a hell of a. Ooh, boy.
No. Let's start with the Browns. Browns went ahead and added a weapon. Got Mr. Judy to help Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, so far you ain't been living up to your contract because your black behind can't stay on the field. So we'll see.
Okay.
By the way,
let's start with Brown first, like that. We'll go one team at a time.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
With the Browns, picking up another good receiver, and Jerry Judy is a good pickup. My concern with the Browns is the quarterback. That's my concern. And you gave Deshaun Watson $230 million of guaranteed money, and yet he can't stay healthy. He's real good at giving happy endings, but he can't stay healthy.
Got him.
Got him.
But yeah,
Got him.
but the Browns.
That was a good one. Well, that was a good
Hell
one.
yeah, it was.
Y'all go ahead.
Oh shit.
Rob, you got it.
Go ahead.
You said me?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, Rob.
Okay, hold
While
on.
he laughing about how he ended, discuss the Browns. How you feeling about them?
All right. So here's my thing with the Browns. And actually, they made a sneaky move that we haven't even talked about yet. I'm gonna bring this up now. Y'all know they signed Mike Vrabel to be a consultant for the Browns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sneaky move that people are not really talking about because now you have Kevin Stefanski, Jim
Yep.
Schwartz, and
Yep.
Mike Vrabel all in the same
3
room.
head coaches.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing to think about now that with Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, who's
Gary.
already got a great defensive mind in Jim Schwartz. Now you're
Yeah.
going to add another defensive mind with Mike
And my
Vrabel
Brady.
in the same room as a second eye, who's not even on the field, but he can lurk. He can look and give out pointers and give out different strategies that he's known about the AFC. That
Yep.
gives the upper edge to the
The
Browns.
Browns.
Now, my biggest issue is not even the quarterback.
It's the offense.
It's Chubb.
Ooh.
Chubb is
Ooh.
my
Off of
biggest
injury, he
problem.
is absolutely right.
Yeah.
As much as quarterback play is the issue, that's not how they play football. They play football by ground and pound. Now, I
Yeah.
give Ford a lot of credit. He stepped into that role. He did very well, but it
Stay
ain't
hurt.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my biggest thing for them, and they'll probably find it in this draft because I don't like doing this to them. But with him having this kind of injury the second time around in a span of what 5 years,
Question:
that's
Is
not
it
looking good
is
on
it the
his
same
future.
leg? Is it the same
Same
leg
leg,
or?
same leg that happened to him in college.
Wow. Wow.
So
Yeah.
I want to give him nothing but praise and honor and glory because of the fact that without him, the Browns would not be who they are right now.
I agree.
So my thing is they need to find another running back to pair up with Ford. Because right now, if I really want to put Chubb out there, I will only put him out there for goal line situations until he feels he's truly 100%. And even then, I wouldn't want to go full speed on him because of the injury. So right now, I would look for another running back in the draft.
Shit, they going free agency and get a good running back too.
Yeah, there's some good running backs in this draft class.
You got Don't forget
They're
about
just like I said,
Dalvin Cook. You still got
they're
Dalvin
gonna
Cook
be
out
like in
there.
the lower first rounds, maybe second rounds. You might get your hands on it. But like I said, for me, I think you need to go ahead and find another replacement for Chubb so that
And
you
let
don't
me
so much in the process and give that man the credit that's due.
right. I agree. I agree. I agree. I say this about the Browns. The Browns is always a sleeping team because you don't know, it's like any given Sunday with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know which Cleveland Brown team you're gonna get, But at the same token, that whole
Well,
Cleveland
no, go ahead.
oh,
What?
okay, yeah. I was sitting there saying that with Cleveland, they that's a dog team. You don't know, but the only difference is they wishy washy. Now, when they added Joe Flacco to they as a quarterback, he made them look good. I mean, he even looked good.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
Rob said, Nick Chubb is the X factor because he's injury prone. And I agree with Rob. They should get another running back, and I don't think they should get one out the draft. You got a few free agent running backs that's dogs.
Dave, the reason why I say it'd be easy to get a draft is why. Average NFL running back lasts up to 4 to 5 years. Because of wear and tear on the knees. So if the Browns are lucky, if he's still on the board, I think that boy from the University of Texas might fit the bill.
Yes, I like him. Yes, I even like the running back from Michigan.
Yeah, one of those two will fit the
Corum?
Browns.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Blake
Yes.
Corum, perfect,
perfect for the Cowboys.
See, there you go. There you go. See, you just had to ruin it. I just told you. Relax. We're not even doing this again. Oh,
Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Wait. Ali, don't. What? Hey, Rob.
No.
Wait, look.
we just told
It's
you
the
that.
truth.
We just told you not to do this, and you did it anyway.
I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't help it.
You know how like you
Every time we're on here, we don't have to talk about the Cowboys.
Rob.
Need to talk about them, but you can help them.
Wait. So we talk about the Cowboys. You in timeout, David. Go sit down. Time out.
Every week.
Every week. I'm gonna give y'all a scene. You remember in New Jack City, right? And when Pookie was like going with his withdrawal setbacks, with a crack pipe.
I'm listening.
And Pookie couldn't resist. There's Dave right there. He's Pookie.
Oh Lord!
It's like
I walked in at the wrong time.
You did, because literally we just had this conversation before we got. Okay, so babe, here's the thing. We're talking about the AFC North, and we're talking about the Browns. And I literally just told him, I was like, look, I think the best thing they need to worry about right now is not the quarterback, is to find a replacement for Nick Chubb. And we thought about the fact, and somebody brought up the fact that Blake Corum, the running back from Michigan, would be the perfect spot for it. He come talking about saying, yeah, it's the perfect spot for the Cowboys.
My bad.
Don't you realize, see, since we talk about the North, which is so near and dear to my heart. Good evening, fellas, by the way. Sorry I'm late. Y'all know what I was doing. I was in the office, my bad.
No, it's okay.
But yeah. We're not talking about the Cowboys.
Please.
Yes, ma'am. I couldn't help you. My bad.
Hey, we just told him before we start this.
Hey, Rob,
let it go. And he's like, okay. Here we go.
What you saying, Antonio?
It's like this. It's like your skin itching, you want to scratch it. He couldn't help it.
Man, the only thing the Cowboys need to talk about is finding a new general manager and figuring out what they're going to do when Jerry Jones rolls over.
I agree.
Okay, Jerry Jones is one sneeze from glory, and all of us know that.
All right, let's go. Let's move on to the next.
Yes.
Okay.
When they don't need.
All right, enough with the Silver Stars. They're not on my list no more. But let's move. I asked you. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
All right. So your thoughts on that?
The Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
Ashley.
Yes. Good evening.
Okay.
Oh,
we done?
I'm gonna let you cover,
done?
Chef. I got you.
Are we done? Hey, are we done talking
you.
about? Are we done talking about the nauseating and disgusting?
No, I think he got one.
Can I continue to talk about the AFC North?
Yes, we're gonna talk about AFC North.
East.
Did you put me in timeout?
No, not you. I said you are not a concern. That one that we're talking about, the cowgirls need to be in timeout.
Yeah, so
now let me continue on what I want to talk about before I was rudely interrupted by this cow town.
Exactly.
If you don't know what cow town means, it's another term for shit.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let me. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up because I was about to go. I was about to follow up with a 2-piece.
No, go ahead.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it.
No. We
Yes.
no.
Yes.
This is no because we want to talk about the North. This is her time. This is her group.
I bloody continue.
Thank you. This is her division. Let her have it.
All right.
Hold on. Okay.
Now, the next division, the next team. See, I want to talk about division because I'm making puko, but I want to talk about these stupid blinking. Anyways, let's talk about the next team, which was probably one of the most interesting teams in the off season. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
What's wrong with Wolf?
What's wrong with you?
You know
how she feels about them. And you know how he feels about her.
The who?
Okay, let me break this down to you. Let me help you out. For those individuals, well, Rob can relate to me. See, when you got wives as members of the Baltimore Ravens, you kind of get stuck between a rock and a hard place.
There is no rock and there is no hard place. There is one place to be.
See what I'm talking about?
You better stay on. You want to listen. You turning left now. You on the wrong team now. Don't do that.
I gotta go. I'm newsflash. I'm married to a fellow. Raven.
I know, and you gotta close your eyes and lay next to her tonight. You might not want to do that. You might want to just stay on the winning team.
Wolf. You got cool how you cool. You gotta chill out right now.
All right. Silence, my minions. God damn! Every week is a controversy, Lord.
It is.
Let me talk about the Steelers a little bit. They went ahead and robbed Patrick Queen from y'all. And put him down in Pittsburgh. I don't know why y'all did that. No.
It was dumb.
I'm mad that he gone.
Mad as hell. You remember I called y'all cussing.
That was crazy.
Well, they went ahead and added Justin Fields and Danger Russell Wilson.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. I already told you. I think of Pittsburgh. They added 2 nice weapons, and they're gonna use Justin Fields like they did Cordell Stewart.
I'll add some feedback about it. And you know me, Chef. You know I keep it a stat when it comes to quality. To sports. I do think that Justin Fields was the right move and should have been the first move for them.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the Russell Wilson thing because they're paying the minimum for him. So they're getting him literally for a steal, right? And hopefully with the good juice that's left in Russell, can carry over to Justin to help him tighten up and button up his skills. Not to say that he's lacking in any fashion, because Justin Fields is very talented, but he's got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to stay healthy, and that line has got to.
She's saying that Justin Fields got to stay healthy,
He got to stay healthy.
He's saying Justin Fields got to stay healthy.
Najee Harris has got to do what Najee Harris does. And then you got the two-headed monster on the other side.
Okay.
So they got some nice pieces, but I honestly, and this is not just being biased, I don't believe that they're going to be able to pull it together in 1 year. They're going to need more than 1 year to get this chemistry right.
You want what?
I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Pittsburgh had a sucky year last year. They still made the playoffs.
No, they didn't.
They did make the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
They lost to Buffalo.
I'm not counting that.
Okay.
That still counts in the record books, but okay.
You're right.
Right.
Yes,
I know what y'all getting at. I feel y'all on that. But one thing I will say about Pittsburgh last year, they was the only team that beat Baltimore twice.
Let me counter that
Baltimore twice with the team that they had last year. They beat them twice, and now you added other weapons. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem in that North.
Okay. Let me counter that statement that you say about they beat Baltimore twice. One, they normally beat them at Heinz Field. That's normal. The other time they beat them at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore already made it off, so they played second stringers.
But every time they beat Baltimore last year, what was the score? 17-10. They beat them by a touchdown.
Yeah, it's always going to be a touchdown.
It's always going to be.
Here's my problem. Are you done? You done before I respond?
Mm-hmm.
You done?
I'm listening.
Okay. Here's my problem with the Steelers. Offensive line.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Offensive line. And they've been having problems with offensive line even when Roethlisberger was declining his career. Was on his last leg. Until they fix that offensive line, Pittsburgh is not going to be a threat to Baltimore.
They need another weapon, though. They just lost one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was them, an offensive line and a receiver in a draft might fit their bill.
Right.
I agree to Rob. What you got?
All right. So, yeah, I'm not afraid to talk about this. Because at the end of the day, this is still what we like to do, and I'm going to say how it is, no matter who I live with. No. Because the thing is, see, here's the thing. This is what we do. We talk about our teams, no matter how good or how bad it is. I had to deal with y'all calling my teams My Little Ponies for a year, and I had to deal with that too. All right, then. So, see, and I still get to hear it now, and she just walked in the house. See what I mean?
My little pony.
Girl, come on now. Come on. Let me have my moment. See, every day. Every time. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
House right now.
Yeah, that's because you ain't bought yours yet, and it's going to be in front of the house. See, and there you go. See what I mean? Little jabs like this. A courtesy. Go ahead now. Anyways,
Lord,
back to what I was
doing. Sucker punches.
Exactly. So here's the thing about the Steelers. This could be the best season for them, and it can be the worst season at the same time. The reason why I think it would be the best season for them because they can have the perfect storm and having two quarterbacks that, like me and David been saying, they can have little packages for JT just so that he won't go over the 51% of the plays, but he has a package just in case if they're in the red zone where they can add another element, just like New Orleans do with Taysom Hill. Yep, with Taysom Hill, they can do it with that package. They can have Russ being the guy that can get it out there, or they can have Justin, or and to be honest with you, you can interchange because at one point you got to study for both. To be honest with you, let's call it a spade a spade.
Keep Russell as the number one quarterback.
We have breaking news. Kalen Clark and them is in trouble.
50-48.
What's the
Iowa.
score?
50-48. Iowa.
Ooh.
3:46 left in the fourth quarter.
Told you. Second half.
And UCLA is up by 2.
Wow.
Late third quarter.
Okay. While y'all were trying to talk all over each other, I have to break that in loud. I'm watching this because this is a little too interesting. Oh, 3 shot. Oh. Now, let me move on to the next team I want to talk about. Let me go ahead and talk about these.
Oh, I won't done. I just got cut off.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I better say. I was like, well, the thing about Pittsburgh that's intriguing and scary at the same time is just the fact that we don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Pittsburgh. You can get the best. You can get the best version of Russ that can be who he was last year, but just a little bit better because he has a better. Let's just call it what it is. The Steelers are the better offensive linemen than the Broncos last year. Let's just call it what it is. They have the better offensive line. They have the better running backs.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say they have better wide receivers, but it's kind of a 50-50. But when it comes to coaching and defense, that's clear as day. That's all Pittsburgh. Every day of the week. Like you said, the only issue is I think they need more depth when it comes to offensive line. I think they need another number 2 wide receiver to go up with Pickens, because I think Pickens is going to be very used a lot. But I think in this draft, their focus should be offensive line and another wide receiver. And probably you're going to have to look at another safety at one point to replace Minka, because Minka's starting to become injury prone.
Yeah.
I agree.
So so you're probably going to have to look for another one in that case. But I think with them getting Patrick Queen, that helped out TJ and his other counterpart. Yeah, and Hightower. Queen giving them a help in the middle linebacker position is something they haven't had probably since James Harrison. Yep, I was about to say that James Harrison is probably their last real good one they had.
Porter.
Yeah, Porter too, but I'm looking at Harrison for what the mentality of what the black and gold is. That's what that's what Queen brings.
He was the dog.
Quinn's already had that grit, and that's the beauty of Queen. He already knows how this rivalry is, and the fact that Tomlin already told him from the jump, you're not even supposed to be in the purple and black. You're supposed to be in the black and gold, and he turned. Oh, that means a lot. No, not a lot of y'all go over there, but when y'all do, y'all produce very well. But you hate them even more because they're the enemy. Ding, ding, ding. That's the other part. So I want to see what John Harbaugh does now with his playbook. Now that a main piece of the defense has gone over to the end.
To the enemy.
Yeah.
Right. I'll keep it out on that on the Iowa. I got y'all. I got the chef. Don't worry.
You are
yeah, and I already say we just got home. I'm just sitting down, so I'm about to catch up with everything now.
All right, then. Next team.
Is it the Bangangs?
It's the Bengals.
The Bangangs, yes.
The Bengals. Let's review. T. Higgins talking about getting traded.
Okay, now let me talk about this next team I want to talk about.
I'll give you the head start.
No, we ain't head start. Not one fine. Them Bengals, man. What they gonna do with T. Higgins? What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Because Lord, it's the boy, ain't it? I don't know. I mean, they lost Joe Mixon. The offense ain't gonna be the same offense, but they got Joe Burrow still. But I will admit it. They are in some serious trouble.
Good block.
From being for a downgrade.
I
If they
said,
don't address some of their issues.
I said to me, no, they're not. They're not in trouble.
Who that?
I'll tell you why they're not in trouble. Because due to the fact that Joe Mixon is getting a little older, and the Bengals are trying to save money because you gotta pay. They may not. I think they're holding T. Higgins for ransom and see what kind of better deal they can get out of draft pick. Who needs the number 2 receivers?
Which is smart.
Which is smart.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with the Cincinnati Bengals is this. I would like you to protect Joe Burrow at all costs. You need to get off his line a little bit more better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You ain't protect Joe Burrow ever since Joe Burrow came to town.
Yep.
And that's been my problem with Cincinnati Bengals. Their offensive line.
God, you gonna hit that 3.
Yeah. So that's been my problem with Cincinnati Bengals. So trading Joe Mixon, not a bad problem because you save some money off the books. And you can get some.
Come on, Kaylin. Inside.
Shit. But you got Brown. He's young. He's a little bit leaner. He's a little bit smaller. He's not Joe Mixon, but he's young. Defense-wise,
this is a very close game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm watching it too.
It's good.
The point is,
I'm at work.
The point is,
What's
bring
the
on the
score?
offensive line. I need to tighten up on get some extra beef to protect Joe Burrow.
Okay, I'm with you with the extra beef. My biggest thing with them is not even the fact that they need more off. It's not even the fact that the offensive line. My issue is the fact that the offensive line needs to stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing. You paid all these guys all this kind of money, and you don't even have them on the field as much. So Joe hasn't even really had his real offensive line that they paid for when they were right there at the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Like they grabbed the guy from Tampa Bay. He barely plays. They grab Orlando Brown from Kansas City. He barely plays. Like all these guys they grabbed from different teams, they have not been healthy all the time. So I don't really, like I said, I think they need more offensive linemen to keep the rotation going.
And Joe Burrow has to stay healthy.
But that's what makes the offensive line continue to stay rolling. Is that's the thing with Kansas City. As much as we were harping about the fact that Patrick Mahomes needs a new offensive line, the thing about his was the fact that his line just needed to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And they won most of the season. And when that happened, he figured it out, and he just said, "All right, I got the ball out faster than anybody else," and it worked.
And the craziest thing is, look how that offensive line played in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Joe. Joe likes to keep the ball a little longer than expected, and that's when he gets hit. He's got to get rid of, and Joe's got to get rid of that ball. Like when he first, like the second year, that second year when he was playing, and he was the MVP.
When he went to the ship,
yeah, and he was the MVP. That man got rid of that ball out so fast and so quick.
He's gotten comfortable in like 2.7 seconds. It caused him to get injured. That is why he is in the position he's in now.
Yeah, and let's really call a spade a spade. When he took that money, we all know what happens when quarterbacks take that big money. They take 30% of the cap, and you know what happens when that normally does. You normally lack in other areas. So when Joe took that money, and don't get me wrong, I applaud him for taking that money because if I were him, I'd have took that money too.
Hell yeah!
But once you take that money, you know the risk of what happens when you do take that money. Some things are going to be pushed to the back burner.
And if it happens to him, you're screwed.
Yeah. So now you got the issue now with T. Higgins.
Come on, Trace.
And let's be frank. They might hold him for ransom, but then also let's just also call what it is. T. Higgins just might play out that last year and just walk out the door.
Yeah,
because he could ball out. Like I said, T. Higgins could ball out and be a Pro Bowler and do all the things that he did when he first got in the league. And then after that, he can walk out the door and say,
"He's gonna be worth a lot of money."
Ding ding ding.
Come on, Chase. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna sign Chase. I'm not even worrying about that. Chase is definitely gonna get signed.
Well, they ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
They ain't got no choice. When you sign Joe, you sign Chase.
They want the face of their franchise be an unhappy man. Don't sign Chase and see what happens.
Yep. Oh, don't worry. Chase is gonna get signed. I'm not even worried about Chase. It's the counterparts. That's the bigger thing. You see what happened with Boyd. Boyd is still out there on free agency, and he ain't been picked up yet.
And
So let's just, like I said, I just keep an eye out with them.
Okay.
Dave.
I mean, I pretty much covered it. With Joe Barrow. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but that O line is what counts. They got, they got to keep they protect. They need a better offensive line. They defense. They lost a lot of defensive players too.
Nothing, girls. Don't give them nothing, girls.
Yeah. But I think with the defense, got hand in the cookie jar.
There you go.
I think, like I said, I just think with the defense, the thing about the Cincinnati defense, that defense, even if they start losing people, they still find ways to get through because of Trey Hickerson. Hickerson is the real key to that defense, and that will make the engine go. But I think losing Jesse Bates last year really exposed that corner and safety.
Yes. Cincinnati,
I really did not want him to leave, but I understood why.
That defense that went to the Super Bowl, that Cincinnati defense that went to the Super Bowl, they were dogs, man. They were hungry. They were dogs. And the best part about them was when Jesse Bates was there, it was like they was out there not only playing together, but they was having fun with it. That's something I didn't see with Cincinnati defense of last year.
Yeah, because not only losing him, but losing Mike Hilton, that was another part of the defense. Because now you can't play nickel. Now you can't play the nickel like you want to because you don't have that guy that could be the okay, all right, cool, all right. So yeah, losing Mike Hilton and Jesse Bates in the same year was not in the plans of Cincinnati. So we'll just keep an eye out with them in the draft because they got a pretty mid-level, mid-part draft number. I think they're like 19, 18.
They definitely need to get a lineman. If they can't get that lineman, get a safety.
He went face down and got hit in the mouth.
Well, let's talk about the one step closer to the Super Bowl team that should have been there, but they forgot to do something. They forgot to do something that they were known to do the entire season. But no regrets. They went ahead and addressed that in the draft first off. But not in the draft, I mean in the off-season free agency. They went ahead and signed old King Henry.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that.
Neither one.
I bet you won't forget to run the ball no more. But Odell Beckham is still a free agent.
Yep.
So now Baltimore was looking so disappointing last time we saw them. Question to you guys, whoever want to take it first, where do they go from here?
Let's start with the resident first.
You would give me what amount.
That's fine.
Yep. Where do we go from here, sis?
No.
This is your team.
No. I got to hear this.
I'm trying to get my thoughts together. So I think that what right now John needs to focus on is that there's been so much of a shakeup in our team on both sides that they need to focus on morale boosting. I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be solid because our core is the same. And they've had, you got Mark who's had the rest of the season to get well, and things like that. So that's going to be a huge improvement. But at the same token, he's getting older.
That's why Likely is there.
Isaiah Likely's looking great.
That's right. He's in the booth now.
So hopefully now this is going to be really like his. Hopefully this should be his breakout. Really,
I say his coming out party.
His coming out party, because we need that.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't happen, we might run into a few little snags. Do I think that the first couple games of the season will tell? Absolutely. Do I think the first couple games of the season are going to be important to see if we're cohesive? Just like it's the same thing like Pittsburgh.
Oh.
We got some things we need to work on. I mean, as we all know, Odell's out the door. He is looking like he's headed to Miami.
Ooh.
So
KC.
No, Miami offered him a deal.
Oh, okay.
Miami offered him a deal. They're just trying to work out the logistics of it and how much and all of that.
Him and that mindset with Mike McDaniels. Jesus.
So, with him being out, so with him out the door, it's just he was significant and he did not want to leave, but I understood.
Business.
It's the business.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have a good season. One thing I do like, I don't know if any of y'all have noticed, but Lamar has put on some weight,
which was needed.
He's good.
Super needed.
Lamar put on about 15 pounds of good muscle. He looks amazing.
Well, figuring out with Derrick Henry, you gotta put on some muscle with him.
And you thank you for that was a beautiful segue. Mm-hmm. And then we've added the king. I think that this is such a beautiful piece to add to our team, simply because now you have somebody who is a thumping running back
that can take the punishment away from Lamar.
That can take some of it away from Lamar. So Lamar can do the other thing, because people will always try to say Lamar's not a throwing quarterback, but the boy got a nasty arm on him. He's always had a nasty arm on him, but his specialty has always been his feet. Now you've got the ultimate like
X
factor. He is literally going to be like another pogo stick. Then he say he calls Zay his pogo stick or joystick. Joystick. You got another joystick in Derrick Henry.
Joystick, that's a hit stick.
Yeah, well, it don't matter.
Joystick, hit stick, they all do the same thing.
He coming straight up the gut. You might as well part the Red Seas. Okay. I just can't wait to see what this dynamic is going to be like, because it really does change the trajectory of our offense. Our offense is going to look real different now. And I'm curious to see how much they're going to put on Derrick, which alleviates Lamar, and if Lamar is willing to give that up. That's the other piece.
And that would be
that's the hard piece. If Lamar is willing to give it up.
Oh, by the way, breaking news. Kaylin Clark has passed the single season record.
And get a W. Tonight. And grab another big fat dub.
Yep.
And even though West Virginia gave them a scare in the second half, Iowa survives.
Yep.
We're looking at it now. Here, I'll give my piece.
Hey, Rob, I think your parlay hit too.
It did. Thank you, Devin. Devin.
Oh, and by the way, Spurs came back and won.
I know. That's fine. Look, we can win. Look, we all win. Spurs win. I win. We all win. I'll take it.
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Go Spurs, go!
Look, and we did it. Look, and we did it without Victor tonight, so this is even a better win.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
No, it is great.
No,
Jeremy Sochan and Pascal did the job.
Yes, sir. I like it. Now let me get to the Ravens. I really like what they did with Derrick Henry. I think that was a great pickup. I think it gives Lamar an extra 5 years on his life now. Yeah, it's true. 5 years on his life now. It's the truth. Look, hey, you know, when it comes to those running quarterbacks, you need a running back that can give you some extra years on you, that can give you some life later on. So I'm okay with them going out. I love what Eric DeCosta did this year. I think this year it was a great time for him to make all these moves that he did. I think it was great. I mean, some of them were very disappointing to see go. But again, when you give Lamar that kind of money, you know that certain things are going to be changed and certain things probably have to go. So luckily enough, it wasn't the entire nucleus of the Ravens and how they are and how they operate. So I applaud them for doing that.
It was pieces, though.
My biggest thing for them, they need to find a legit number 2. They need to find a number 2 wide receiver. That's for me. I think they need to, and they need to get it in. I really believe they need to get it in the draft, and it needs to be a bigger body number 2. You already have a Zay Flowers, who's a speedster, and that will go out there. You need a guy that
you got strength on them.
At the end of the day,
Like
we ain't got to worry about Mark. Look. At the end of the day, when it's like a third and goal at the 5-yard line, I got Zay Flowers on one side. I got Derrick Henry right beside me. I got Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely on one side. I need a big body on the other side that if I need to throw a fade route, he's gonna go out there and go get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. If I'm Baltimore, I know you're gonna work on your defense because that's always your calling card. Your calling card is defense and running. But in order for you to be that upper tier that Buffalo cannot be, you need that second guy on the other side to groom with Lamar and Zay. Because that's your that's your 2 cornerstones right there. Zay and Lamar. They're gonna grow together.
He gotta find his hands this year.
Well, he's gonna find his.
He better find them damn hands.
But that's why you need another number 2. You need a 2 that can grow with him. Because if you have that number 2, when they focus on that's the thing. This thing about the offense you got right now. You got Lamarson right there as the quarterback. Derek right there in the middle. You got a healthy Mark Andrews on the right.
Don't he do it?
A Mark Andrews on the left side. You got Zay Flowers over there on the far left.
My God.
If you find another guy that can play over there on the far right,
Boney will.
How can you stop this Baltimore offense if you find a legit number 2?
Odell.
No, it's not. I don't need for it to be Odell. Odell has served his time and served his purpose. I need a guy that can grow with the Lamar and Zay. I need a guy.
So is he in the draft?
It is definitely in the draft.
Okay.
I 100% definitely believe it's in the draft. I don't think you even got to go out and free agency to get him. I believe it is in the draft.
Because I don't think there's nobody in free agency we want.
Or
whoa.
Hold on. There's one more. No, there's one more. David. We told you were gonna wait till the next show to bring this up. And we're gonna bring it up. So last week.
Do you want me to go ahead and
I want to break this to him. I want to break it to him. Okay. So David, last week, Antonio, while we were all handling our business, he sent us in the group chat a very, very interesting story that is quietly brewing and could possibly change the faces of 2 teams. One team is the Baltimore Ravens, of course. But there's quiet rumors that a team out there in California is willing to trade a guy by the name of Debo.
Why?
To the Ravens.
Sorry about that.
Oh boy!
And that broke on ESPN. That broke on ESPN.
And they've been chatting, and they said they've been chatting for weeks, but they haven't been able to finalize anything
because they're probably waiting for the draft and get everything covered there. Now, if that is true, and this trade breaks in the draft,
all hell gonna break loose.
Chiefs, you better make another move. All I can say is this: Chiefs, you thought the Hollywood Brown was your move. Here's that move.
Let me go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Baltimore. That was a nice pickup when they picked up Derrick Henry. That's a different element, a different running back right there. It's
a running back they've never had.
Yeah,
They've never had this
he's
kind
a
of running
dog.
back. Even
He's a
with
dog.
Jamal,
He's a
even with
dog.
Jamal Lewis in the 2,000 yard, they never
Right.
had something like this.
Right. You know what I mean? I say that. You know, that was a great steal Baltimore picked up. I say
Yes, Lord.
I just want to see how the season gonna look with him and Lamar playing together. Cause like
I do too.
you know, just like we was talking about not going to Kentucky. Kentucky got all this talent on their team and they lost in the first round. It's not what you have, it's how y'all play together. So my whole
That's
thing
true.
I say with him, with Lamar and Derrick Henry, it'd be beneficial for Lamar because it'll take more or less burdens off him. You know, Lamar was the running back pretty much. You know, you had
Running
Gus
running
Edwards and everything, but now you got elite soon to be Hall of Fame running back, a
Yes,
dog.
Lord.
And Derrick Henry brings a different element to the team.
And he brings a different element to the North
His
that
energy,
we haven't had in a while.
his energy. Whew, his energy. He beats
And to make it worse, it's bad enough that he's got his energy on his own. Now you add that Baltimore feeling to his energy.
my man in the gym already getting ready for the season. Stop playing. Like he's ready. He's ready.
Oh, he came in a purple suit.
He came out in a purple suit for his photo shoot.
Lord, see, y'all are already in trouble. He's coming out in a purple suit.
Oh,
Derrick Henry. She said that she came out in his photo shoot in a purple suit.
Oh, cool.
Lord.
That's cool. But you know, I say this. Baltimore, they got. I agree. There is a wide receiver. He's a free agent that would look good with Baltimore, and that's Michael Thomas from the Saints.
I forgot he's out in the market.
I like Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas didn't play. He didn't want to play with Derek Carr when he was with the Saints. That's why New Orleans didn't play him as much. Remember, he came on surgery and everything. He ain't really getting a chance to play.
He was great with Drew Brees at the time, so why not?
And let me tell you,
what you saying no for, bro?
Huh?
No one's saying no. No to what?
Not coming to Denver. Let it go.
No, I ain't talking about that either. I'm not talking about Michael Thomas. First and foremost,
I say this. As far as a free agent, if Baltimore want to look for a wide receiver to go with Zay Flowers, Michael Thomas is that man. He's a good possession. No. Wait, hold on. He's a good possession wide receiver.
Yeah, a good possession wide receiver.
You gotta remember before his injury, that man was getting his 100 catches every season, dogging.
Yep, he's got.
I like Michael Thomas. But if Baltimore want to go the cheap way, I think the first thing they need to work on is a linebacker. They gotta find a replacement for McQueen.
They can find that in the first round of the draft. That's the easy find.
That in the draft.
Yeah, they'll find in the draft.
They can find that
after the linebacker, then you get a wide receiver. Your O line is deep. Your O line is good. But I think Baltimore could use a good cornerback. They can use a cornerback.
They can find that in the third round.
Yeah, we can find that.
The thing about this, the beauty about.
I say this much. Baltimore is gonna be Baltimore. They're gonna have a great team. If they add Deebo Samuels, that's gonna be a problem. But even if they add Deebo Samuels to their team, if that happens, you still ain't gonna beat Kansas City. The politics ain't gonna allow you to beat Tom Brady Jr.
David.
Tom Brady third.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying like it is.
Okay. All right, let me break this down to you. First and foremost, David, on Michael Thomas, no. I would not put Michael Thomas with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's why, because he can't stay healthy worth a damn. He's another Rashad Bateman. I have no faith in
no,
Rashad
that's
Bateman.
disrespectful. No, Michael Thomas.
No. But I will give you this. Zay Flowers will be a number one receiver. We know that definitely. So we are. Baltimore can find defense linebackers and defense anywhere, anytime. We
No
know
lie.
defense, offense. But I know just the right person to be in be in Baltimore if he's on the board. In a draft pick, if he gets there in time for Baltimore. And this guy named Rome Odunsi.
I heard of him.
From Washington.
Either him.
Wide receiver from LSU?
No, from Washington.
No, either him or Adani from Texas.
Yeah. I couldn't think of
but what I'm looking at right now, Rome Odunsi is one of the top 10 in receivers.
I know. He's definitely going top 10. Between him and LSU and LSU wide receivers,
the one in Texas might be the alternate. But if he's on the board when Baltimore get to him, I would pick him up first. If he's on the board when we get there. But
I would pick him up first. If he's there,
that would become a steal from Baltimore.
But Baltimore to me has upgraded a running back in Derrick Henry. Because J.K. Dobbins can't stay healthy. Gus Edwards, I like him, but he's not a physical back.
Ooh.
Gus Edwards.
I lean to agree on that. I love Gus. The thing is, I never thought that Gus was a starting runner.
Exactly. That's what
never
I'm
I know he's not that. I know in LA.
Yeah, well, now they don't have gone. So
I mean, Eckler went to
break in LA.
Eckler went to the nation capital. We expect.
Right. So yeah, Gus Edwards gonna get break. But upgraded Derrick Henry gonna force teams to stack 8 in the box to go after him. And that gives Lamar Jackson a chance to do some play action.
I was saying, Ali, let's be frank. The Chargers downgraded for running backs.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean, ain't like they don't have draft picks.
Well, I know they got draft picks, but I know they paid Gus all that money for him to be the starting running back. I already know how that's going to go.
Okay.
And to me, I like Derrick Henry because also Derrick Henry can block too. If he
yeah.
He can block.
That's the main thing.
That's why I said he's a different running back. He is.
Yes, he's a different running back. So creating play action for Lamar Jackson and giving him
a quarterback sneak. For that sneak.
But I'd rather for Lamar Jackson to go through play action than use him as legs. You want to keep him fresh, not compromised. That's the key. If Baltimore want to win the Super Bowl, once they go to the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson got to be healthy and can't be compromised.
Just got whacked.
Yeah,
Juju just got whacked.
I'm sorry. Me and her, we laughing on Raw because right now, Jey Uso just came out and Pat McAfee is jumping on it, and he's literally jumping on the daggone table, doing the yeet with everybody else.
Oh yeah. You don't know that's McAfee thing now, man.
Oh no, we know, but we haven't seen him jump on the table.
Yes, he has. He does it every week.
Jump on the table. I know he's on the table, but jumping while he's doing it. I've never seen him do that. I know he get on the table and do it, but that man jumped on the table.
If he jumping on Raw, imagine how he gonna act at WrestleMania.
Oh, he gonna act dumb. He gonna act so dumb. He might join him right there and get on top and stand on the top row with him and do the yeet.
Well, look, I know we wanted to cover the National Basketball Association. I know we wanted to cover the National Hockey League, but it's about to hit the 2-hour mark. So here's what we're going to do. Next week, when all this March Madness and all of this is over, we won't go back and talk about them 2 sports. Because right now, March Madness and, by the way, WrestleMania is about less than 2 weeks a week.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I said less than 2 weeks away.
I know, but I just want to be clarified. It's next week because I'm
All right. Let me clarify. WrestleMania is next Saturday night. Is that okay with you?
bingo.
Jesus freaking Christ.
Oh boy.
The hot fudge. Damn.
Oh, and by the way, Ali, I only got two things for the associations tonight. It's very simple. Boston blew a 30-point lead to Atlanta. And Houston is on a 9-game winning streak, so keep an eye on Houston.
Oh yeah.
Plain and
I'll say one sneaky thing real quick though. Shout out to Dante DiVincenzo for passing the Nick record with 11 threes tonight. Dante DiVincenzo smacked for 11 threes. A Knicks single game record. So shout out to him. But we are going to depart because right now we got USC right now playing Kansas. I don't call him Kansas. I call him Kansas.
The girl
Because right now Juju is making Kansas look like Kansas.
That's my girl. I told you.
That's my girl too.
She's a beast.
That's a killer right there.
That's a killer.
She is a beast.
Yeah.
She keep with the same face. It's not a pretty face. She pretty, but she don't give you the pretty face.
Also, baseball season is coming up this week as well. And I haven't got a Shohei Ohtani situation.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that real quick before we leave.
If Juju would have hit that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real fast before we leave, because that's an important subject, the important topic that happened this week.
What's that?
Shohei Ohtani fired his interpreter because they were saying that Shohei Ohtani was gambling, but they turning out it might have been his interpreter. How y'all feel?
I'll to be honest with you, I looked at the story and broke the story on it. I didn't show the time was unaware of it. I think the Dodgers knew about him. I think the Dodgers knew about it, but Shohei Ohtani was unaware that his money was getting stolen. So, to me, I think even though I think the MLB might investigate it just a little bit further, just in case Ohtani has anything to do with it, because he came on the podium today and spoke about it for the first time since that incident. But to me, I don't think Shohei Ohtani had nothing to do with it. I know his money got stolen, and the Dodgers knew about it. So the Dodgers did the right thing by firing the interpreter. I would fire you too. There's one thing in life that I cannot stand. It's the thief.
Right.
And worst of all, the thief is the one that's close to you, like your commandant, your family.
Yup.
Keep your friends
and
your enemies closer.
Yep. And the Dodgers protected Ohtani. But let's see if the MLB going to investigate it. If the MLB going to investigate it, then we're fine.
You know Rob Manfred going to investigate this?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Rob, how you feel about Shohei Ohtani?
Okay, go ahead. I'll get yourself. I mean, I'm glad that he came out and talked the fact that he's not cheating the game, because we all know what happens when speculations come around, and if it's true that you've been cheating the game of baseball. And we saw what happened with one of the greats when they were in the game, and let alone a manager of the game, and cheating the game in its own self.
Right.
The one thing I've always respected about Cooperstown, they go by the letter of the law, and they don't care who you are and what you've done for the sport. It's how you've been overall as a player and also a citizen of the game itself. That's why it's the oldest one out of all of them, and they've been the most. And let's just be realistic. It's also been one of the most racial ones out of all of them as well. Because there really isn't a whole lot of us at all, even in the sport. So for us to be a face, one of the faces, now faces of the sport, and then having somebody like Ohtani, who's, or let's just go ahead and just say it, he's the best. Everything right now runs through him.
All encompassing.
Yeah, everything runs through Ohtani right now, and nothing more, nothing less.
He's like becoming the face of the league.
Boy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is what baseball is going to be for the next 10 years. That is
right.
So for him to have this blemish on him right now is, I'm glad he came out and spoke out and said that he's not involved in this at all.
Take the pressure off him.
There's no doings of it, and that's why they didn't want to do this investigation while they were over there in Korea, because they didn't have everybody they needed. They didn't have the GM, they didn't have the owner, they didn't have him, nor the interpreter. They were all there. So for them to come back and have this conversation now and address it right away and get it up front, I think is a good look on him. I think this is not going to take long, because once they say, like you said, friends close, enemies closer, that sometimes can backfire you, because you can have moments like this where your trusted person should be the one that should be taking care of you. In the end, they're burning you to the ground. So I think Ohtani's learned this lesson, and now the next person, whoever he has with him, is going to be somebody that they're probably going to have to grill down even further.
Oh, they're gonna keep eyes on that interpreter, whoever it is.
Well, it's not even that. I can
go ahead.
Okay. Let me fix that. My bad. Okay. So I think, well, first of all, I'm glad that he came forward. Do I feel that it was there's two things. He only came forward because they have to have a statement in public of him saying that he was not involved. Apparently, so I've gotten a little bit more information about this because I was doing some deeper reading or whatever. And they were saying that they have been following him for months. Like, there was speculation about this for months.
About the interpreter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That this wasn't something like that developed overnight. That there was speculation of this a month. That Shohei, he said he was unaware, but because of the way his contract was written, basically he has accountants that check behind his personal account.
Right.
Basically to help with this money because he has such a large contract. So basically there were securities put in place to make him feel safe, as a player here in the States.
Yep.
Somebody who, English isn't their first language and all of that. You're going to have a lot of uncertainty. And then on top of that, you got to be concerned about trust because you're dealing with multi-millions, almost $1 billion in a sense. And then you're dealing with that much money. When $1 million goes missing or $100,000 goes missing, it's hard for anybody to ever notice it. It's almost like forensic accounting.
Yeah.
Right. And so that was built into his contract, and that's how he got caught.
Yeah.
Because this was built into his contract. So I'm thinking with the next interpreter, they're gonna, drill them hard and stuff like that. But I guarantee you in the interpreter contract, there's going to be something where they are subject to forensic accounting to ensure that they're not impacting the game in any way, form, or fashion.
And this not only just for him, but this could be for other players that might
come to the United States and play with the MLB. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say now you players that are coming into the league that has probably these interpreters, and now they're probably going to be looking at them at a different light now.
And I'm glad that the team did this proactively.
Yeah.
And it wasn't they ever thought that something would be wrong, but they did it because they wanted to basically show in good faith that they had his best interest at hand.
And here's my bigger question. I wonder, do the Angels have anything with it as well? Because if this has been going on for a while,
the same interpreter that been with him for a while.
Yeah, this will be going on. This could happen with the Angels, and Angels might not have really made no report about
But
it.
let's first of all give the Dodgers a hit.
Oh no, well, it's Magic Johnson. You got to remember that's Magic Johnson and his corporation. Ain't look anything when it comes to money and him. He gonna find that within an instant.
He's also
Right.
been a player.
Okay.
Because he was a player.
Because he was a player. Yeah.
Might not be from a different sport, but he knows the language.
Right.
You know
So
how it
I mean,
goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if his wife knew about it.
it's not too often that we can ever commend ownership in a team for being. Oh Lord, not Caleb.
Why are you? Oh Lord. And he got pink nails. Oh no, Lord.
Now,
My
I'm
bad,
saying
y'all.
to you is, I wonder if Shoney's wife knew about it.
I don't think so. I think that he was completely in the blind. When you're getting $700 million, $4 million is like it's like a mouse pissing on cotton.
Yeah, but then at the same time, when you making this kind of wire transfer, don't you you have to be approved by the bank in order to
Not necessarily. He's like an interpreter. He probably done seen stuff, heard stuff.
He probably knew all the numbers.
And then started jotting stuff down. Wire transfers are very easy to do, especially say for instance, he's the interpreter. He probably has his phone all the time.
Probably.
Okay.
But he knows his bank accounts and all.
He probably has an iPhone. He probably has the PIN number to the phone because he probably be like, oh, text so-and-so for me or do this for me. He probably put a lot of trust into this man. And you know, as we all know, with Face ID or just the PIN number, he would have access to everything without even having logins and stuff like that. And the wire something, I could send a wire to somebody right now in like less than 2 minutes. Okay. And somebody with that who may have, like, you open up, say for instance, we're just going to use SoFi. You open up the SoFi bank app. He probably got 30 accounts. He would never notice the $4 million missing little by little, especially it comes out of different accounts.
That's why
he would never see it.
But that's why he has all these different people around him to look at the accounts and realize that, hey, something is missing here. What's going on?
And it wasn't just his people. It was
that's what I said. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got all these other eyes, and that's why I commend the Dodgers, because if it wasn't for them blowing the whistle on this, he probably still be stealing that man's money.
Losing a whole lot of money right now.
And this makes him. I think this is just going to make him more loyal to the team.
Oh yeah,
because he's like, okay, they really do genuinely have my best interest at hand.
Oh yeah. You're the darling of baseball. You better put all your trust and faith in it.
Okay, I'm not talking. My bad. I kind of talk kind of long. My bad. I know.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, this is great. This is conversations they need to hear.
I did some good research. I was doing some I was reading. There's a couple sources that have been really posting more about it, like the logistics, and they even were breaking it down exactly where the money went to.
Yeah, and people need to know this, because it's not just for the fact, like for Otani. You got to remember, other people are getting scammed like this as well in different sports, and you may not know what's going on.
And he was booking, and he was placing his bets through bookies.
See,
so it never.
It's hard to trace. Yeah,
it was harder for them to trace the money. That's why they're saying he owed $4 million in bets. Some of it was through like regular, because I'm pretty probably some sort of clause where he can't sports bet himself since he is an interpreter. But he was booking this shit through bookies. So when you're booking through these books, you do these bets through these bookies. There's going to be interest when you owe. Plus tax, as we all know.
And he probably did in the Vegas area.
They said they were Vegas.
That part.
From Japan.
They phrased it Vegas-derived transaction.
That's what I figured. They do the bookies to Vegas. I was like, they ain't no fool.
See?
And that's when you bet. Look, anytime you bet in the state of Nevada, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna find you one way or another.
But I don't even think it was that. I think it was probably they were tracking what was coming in. And somebody in Vegas blew the whistle because they noticed what was going back out was
That's what I say. No matter how it ends, they're gonna find if it starts in Vegas, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be found there. They're gonna come back where it is.
They all in tie with each other. You better believe that. One way or another, it's gonna be found.
the bookies know not to squeal one another, but they can squeal on the others.
Especially when they ain't paid, they
that
want
part.
their
Ding, ding.
He squealed because somebody
He ain't
squealed
got no money.
because they ain't get their money.
Yep.
No.
I'll put it this way. In case y'all don't know, ever since Vegas wanted to sponsor these leagues, have these leagues sponsored to Vegas, guess who's winning now? The house.
The house.
And no matter what sport you in, baseball, basketball, soccer, foosball, whichever one, the house will make sure they always gonna win at the end of the night.
And it's
That
crazy.
is absolutely that's true.
And
The
with
four
that,
sports. It's crazy that the four major sports all agreed on that that Vegas gets 1% of all the earnings.
you don't think that 1% don't mean anything? It means a hell of a lot when you do math. Anyways, David, nice to have you. Lone Wolf, always. Sister, you know the deal. Rob, you know how we do. Yours truly.
You already know.
It's time to G.O. Have a blessed week without peace, blessing, love, unity. Don't shoot each other in the face. Bye. Ciao. Peace.
Peace,
Yow.
man.
Later on.
Y'all have a good one. Y'all peace.